A Gloversville woman will spend 6 months in jail after prosecutors say she kept her mother's body inside her home for a year, pretended she was still alive so she could collect Social Security and pension benefits.
Today, members of Mary Kersting's family, who say they fell for the lies, met her face-to-face in court.
Before Mary Kersting would be let off to jail, her family described their trauma. Cameras were only allowed for the sentencing portion of the hearing, but her niece read this statement. "I will never be able to fathom the thought that you lived above your mother, my grandmother, and allowed her lifeless body to become filled with larvae and insects, rotting away in a bed for 14 months, and you just went on with your everyday life, spending her money, working, grocery shopping."
Prison was appropriate. This was a case that involved disrespect of a human being.
Kersting pled guilty in September to charges she stole from her mother, Hope Ruller, for more than a year, while Ruller's lifeless body was wasting away in the downstairs apartment of their home in Gloversville.
For quite a lengthy time, she took advantage of free rent, free mortgage, free taxes, and Social Security money.
Kersting's defense attorney insisted Kersting's failure to tell anyone about her mother's death was not malicious, but instead he said she simply didn't have the money to bury her and couldn't come to terms with the loss.
Her statement indicates she kissed her mother on the head and proceeded on about her dead instead of calling the police to report the death.
The judge heard that sentiment, sentencing Kersting to 6 months in jail, 5 years probation. No prison time, as the prosecution had hoped for.
A sentence of state prison time would be unduly severe in light of the defendant's complete lack of any criminal history, mental health issues that I believe she has.
Kersting's niece did not grow sympathetic toward her aunt, telling Kersting, "Although I'm disappointed with the sentence, I'm content in knowing you are in fact going to jail. You were no longer my cool, loving Aunt Mary, nor were you a loving daughter to a mother who thought the world of you."
Kersting was never charged for causing her mother's death, which played into her sentence, but prosecutors argue by the time the body was discovered, it was too decomposed to ever determine what actually happened to her.